Adding another classic encounter with John Cena is always the right call, and answering that U.S. Open challenge is something I know I would have done if I was around for it. I also know exactly what my plan would have been at the start of 2016. Now, as you may recall, it was at the Royal Rumble that year where AJ Styles finally made his WWE debut.
The phenomenal one is here! AJ Styles!
It's one of those moments where it felt like time stood still. Everyone trying to come to grips with the fact that, yes, AJ Styles is now in WWE. His arrival opened the door for a litany of dream matches. And in that time, he's made many of them happen, battling top names brave enough to step up to him. And you better believe that if I was here, I would have walked to the ring that very first Raw after the Royal Rumble, and I would have set down the challenge. CM Punk, AJ Styles, WrestleMania 32. AJ and I have traveled many of the same roads in our respective careers, but unfortunately, they never led us to having a proper one-on-one matchup in WWE. I respect AJ. He's another wrestler that made his name his way.
Since 1998, this man has competed all over the world.
I earned the right to be here in the WWE.
Getting the chance to be his first WrestleMania opponent, it's too good to pass up. As usual, it's up to you. Do you want to prove to be the best, or is being phenomenal more your speed? They don't want none? Oh, believe me, I want it all.
And this one should be a classic for the ages. Truly a dream match in every sense of the word. On the biggest stage in all of sports entertainment, WrestleMania.
Dream match is honestly just scratching the surface of how big this match is. There's been a professional rivalry between these two men spanning multiple promotions and continents. But tonight, it all finally comes to a head with the biggest spotlight imaginable.
We know Punk can handle the pressure, but can Styles? Styles and Punk have obviously competed against each other outside WWE. How's that past experience and familiarity going to come into play here tonight?
Outside of WWE, AJ Styles may have a winning record over CM Punk, but here in the big leagues, Punk's the one with the experience and the high-profile wins. Punk's coming into WrestleMania a seasoned pro at this point, while Styles is currently experiencing the biggest match of his career on the biggest stage. Nerves might just set in for Styles, and if they do, Punk's going to capitalize.
And into the collar and elbow.
Strong shove there. I've been very fortunate to have faced off with both of these men earlier in their careers. I've spent time with each of them outside of the ring, and I can tell you that they both have a chip on their shoulder tonight. They're excited to be competing against one another for sure, but both men believe they should be in the main event of this show every year.
Given the immense in-ring talent, I can fully believe it, and I fully expect both men to earn a main event spot at some point in the future. But right now, CM Punk and AJ Styles will have to settle for stealing the show this year.
Styles is on another level right now.
Yeah, AJ's clearly working to teach Punk a lesson about who the best really is here.
We are so lucky to be seeing CM Punk and AJ Styles facing off tonight. Well, they have done battle in the past, crossing paths multiple times in the independent scene in the early 2000s.
Look, I'd pay top dollar to see any version of these two men facing off in the ring, but back then, AJ Styles wasn't quite phenomenal, and Punk had yet to become the best in the world.
Indeed, gentlemen, we are seeing the best versions of both men in this ring tonight, and on the biggest stage possible, CM Punk versus AJ Styles was...
AJ Styles rolls through, here it comes! Finds the ropes to force a break.
A prime example of why you need to know where you are at all times.
Roll up here. And the count stopped short of 2.
He may be down, but somehow he's definitely not out at this point.
CM Punk has long considered himself an outcast. Most folks would have pegged him as a long shot to succeed in WWE. And once he arrived, he was never expected to be the main event competitor he is today.
You could say much the same about AJ Styles, Corey. Remember, the first time the world got to see AJ Styles, he was busting his hump in WCW's Cruiserweight division during that company's dying days, while the main eventers collected the paychecks.
Both men spent much of their career on the fringes, fighting for every scrap of opportunity, and now they are both competing in one of the most anticipated matchups in WrestleMania history. What a journey for CM Punk and AJ Styles.
CM Punk and AJ Styles are both absolute geniuses when it comes to in-ring IQ. Both have great striking and submission skills as well. But the outlying categories will be what defines this match.
I'm with you 100% on that, Corey. AJ Styles has the edge when it comes to aerial attacks. CM Punk is the better brawler. I expect each man to make this his kind of match, and whoever is more successful in doing so is likely to end up the victor.
There's return fire on AJ.
He's in a very bad spot, totally out of it. Boy, what a kick. Trading back and forth blows now.
Move! And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair. Barely anything left, but still slugging away.
Styles just unloading on his opponent. Down you go.
Connected with the axe handle.
Big night for AJ Styles, making his WrestleMania debut.
AJ hoisted up, powerbomb, desperate situation. Simple but effective technique to get out of there. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
The Styles Clash.
That could be Punk's demise.
Cover.
AJ Styles just beat CM Punk at WrestleMania. Unbelievable.
Here is your winner, AJ